Hello, everyone. This is Nicholas Ellis back here tonight. I am going to talk about Asperger's and just some stuff. I'm actually going to talk about stress tonight. Usually, what causes stress is usually things that bother you. Just trying not to let stuff bother you. I mean, if you suffer from depression, reach out to somebody, get counseling. Um, Hold on here. I am gonna try to stay on topic. Okay. I am not prepared for this topic tonight too much, but um, how is everyone doing today? I'm okay. I'm just we're gonna go over stress and Asperger's tonight. Um, okay. Hold on here, everyone. Individuals with Asperger's tend more prone to stress, anxiety, and depression. Um, Everyone experiences stress, but people with Asperger's generally have more stress. Um, just fitting it takes a lot. It does take a lot of energy away from you, and it can cause anxiety. All of this on top of normal day-to-day stressors can burn out or even cause meltdowns, which can ultimately lead to depression. Um, Here are some four skills for awareness, acceptance, coping, and action. Sometimes stress is anticipatory, and it can be helpful to get as much as possible ahead of time. Help ahead of time. Try to plan ahead and gain as much knowledge about the upcoming event if possible. Like, let's say you're getting your evaluation done at work and you know all your goals and stuff. Um, just be prepared for a little criticism during an employee evaluation if you get your work evaluation done at work. Um, we must accept things that are beyond our control. That means changing our own behaviors. Sometimes that can be easier said than done. Like, for an example, maybe changing your behavior might be they might tell you that you're using the bathroom too much at work. Well, um, you could try drinking less water, or they may tell you that you're talking too loud on the intercom at work. Um, you can try talking a little bit quieter on the intercom at work if you work in customer service. Um, there are many things beyond our control, but one thing that we have control ourselves, we can confront our fears, and react to certain life circumstances. We need to avoid ruminating, constantly thinking about things that are negative that may or may not happen. Um, Maintaining good physical health, eating right, diet, proper exercise, sleep can also help manage stress. Um, we also need to have self knowledge about stress. For individuals with Asperger's or autism spectrum, our special interests can make good healthy stress relief. That may be playing the guitar, that may be singing, that may be maybe you're into history, maybe you're into reading science and stuff. I don't know. Maybe you're into political science, or maybe you are into skiing or biking. Um, it is also critical that we have a good support system, i.e., Facebook groups, support groups online, um, support groups in your local area. Um, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of groups out there. Um, as far as local groups around where I live, there's not too many. Um, why, I don't know. I, that would be a good question to ask. Um, maybe there's not enough organization for it or something. Um, we also need to have self knowledge. For individuals with Asperger's, it's also critical we have a good support system in place, which can include acquaintances and friends, and that could be friends that you meet online, friends that you met in person, friends you meet online. Some of your friends may talk on WhatsApp or Facebook or MeWe or some social media platform. I know there's many social media platforms out there. Um, it's just personal preference what you like. If you like Facebook, count me in. I'm on Facebook for most of my Asperger support groups. I don't have a tendency not to go on other social media websites because there's not as many support groups on there. Um, Finally, be positive. Have a positive attitude. Attitude is everything. I mean, if you got a negative attitude, um, sometimes things will be more negative. Um, Effective ways of dealing with anxiety and stress. Write a journal. Um, Various relaxation techniques, such as praying, meditating, yoga. I personally don't do yoga, but it's basically personal preference. Um, like I said, praying, meditating. There's other good ways to relax. Listening to music. Maybe talking to a friend helps you relax, or talking to one of your cousins, or talking to your mom or dad, or whoever you want to talk to, or talking to your spouse or significant other. Um, we need more awareness when it comes to autism. I think we need to organize groups, more groups in person for for stress and stuff. And I think we need to have more workplace awareness for people with Asperger's. Um, how does stress manifest itself? Stress can manifest itself. You can be tensed up from stress. You could be not feel good from stress. Sometimes your stomach can hurt from stress. I happen to have acid reflux. They call it GERD in the medical terminology, but we won't go into the medical terminology. Acid reflux can be caused from stress and anxiety. Um, um, However, the causes of stress and anxiety in people differs. It could be anything can be caused from anxiety, or anything can cause stress and anxiety. It could be the coronavirus pandemic. It could be you could be worrying about something constantly. Maybe you got a test set in college, or maybe you're worried about the upcoming event. Let's say maybe you're stressed out about singing in front of people or giving a speech in front of people in a public speaking class. If you're in a public speaking class and you have anxiety and that's causing you stress, I would try to practice. I had a speech class when I was or a public speaking class when I was in high school. I I I enjoyed it, um, but everybody's different. Some people don't like public speaking, but um, you can overcome your fears. You can conquer stress and anxiety too. Sorry, I had to drink some water here. Um, I get dry throat easily. Um, over the course of your life, I have found, over the course of my life, I have found that talking with others helps anxiety and stress. It's different for everybody. Um, um, if you're stressed at work, maybe try to talk with a coworker or a manager. Um, what causes you stress? Um, Sometimes your schedule can be interrupted with no warning, or something comes up with your schedule at work. Well, you can be flexible with a schedule when planning or have nothing to do. Sometimes the schedule will get altered. That's like that with any work environment, any place you go to. It's like that. Doesn't matter where you work, whether you work in retail, fast food, or the hotel industry, or the hospice industry, or even the tourist industry. Um, an example would be um, maybe you got woke up one morning and one of your family members had to leave early and woke you up. Um, some things to manage stress is um, unexpected changes can cause stress. Um, the second big cause of stress and anxiety is change. Um, um, I guess you could say what causes my stress is change at work, new policies that are going into effect, new programs on the computer system we got at work. Every company's different. It's one of those things where you just got to adjust with it. Um, some companies are more accommodating than others. Um, it's kind of one of those things you got to find your balance between stress and anxiety. Um, and sometimes too much stress can cause people with Asperger's to shut down easy. Um, try taking a deep breath if you have too much stress. Talk to a friend, talk to a coworker, um, talk to a family member, your significant other, or your spouse. Um, they can be there for you. Or if you're going to therapy or counseling, that works too. Um, I also know sometimes when I get really stressed, I'll shut down really easy. And some people will say I seem more spacey and stuff. It doesn't mean anything bad, but if it kind of, some people will say, well, Nick, it looks like you're only in your own little world. Yes and no. I mean, you may be spacey, kind of just looking out in the middle of nowhere, but that's a little bit normal for people with Asperger's. That can be from stress, too much anxiety. It can be caused from sensory overload. Um, it can be caused from sensitivity to smell, which I have. I had a surgery done a couple of years ago for for my sleep apnea, and it I've always had a sensitive smell anyway. So, but after since I had that surgery, it made it worse. So that can be an additional stressor because of that too. Um, um, People generally shut down from too much sensory overload, too much stuff on their mind. Um, you can get overwhelmed quickly. I happen to get overwhelmed quickly from work and stuff, but that's just normal too. I mean, if you're not getting enough sleep, that can cause stress. Try to get at least 8 hours of sleep. Sometimes it's not possible. Try to stick to a routine that can help anxiety and stress. But tonight I'm mainly focusing on stress. Um, um, Changes in temperature can cause stress. Changes in the environment can cause stress too. Um, Maybe a thunderstorm causes you stress or anxiety, or maybe cold weather causes you stress or anxiety. Like last week, a couple weeks ago, my car didn't want to start because of the cold weather. That caused me stress. And my heart started beating faster because my anxiety got high. And I actually had my dad come down to actually jumpstart my car because it didn't want to start. So things like that can cause stress. There's many things that can cause stress. I mean, neurotypicals can have stress too and anxiety. I mean, it can affect anyone. Um, it seems like today there's more stress. Um, I think just sometimes just taking a day off from work or just going on vacation or going for a nature walk or taking nature photos or there's many things that can relieve stress. There's you can go skiing, you can go biking, you can go hang out with a friend at the mall or talk to a friend on Facebook or WhatsApp, or maybe you like to write songs and stuff. If you're good at singing, that can bring positivity too in people's lives. If you like talking to people, I mean, or helping others out, that can help you too. And it's that building that self-esteem up too, like trying to stay positive. What can I do today to help my friend out? What can I do today to make the day more positive? What can I do for myself so I can stay positive? Remember, it's not always all about you, but your mental health does come first. Um, you should try to make sure, or try to make sure you have as much less stress as possible. You don't want to be stressed and going to work or stressed when you're driving. I know sometimes when I'm driving, when I'm really stressed out, I'll grip the steering wheel tighter. That's not a good thing or a bad thing. Um, um, like I said, stress can be caused from many things. It's one of those things where you can have a good day, and the next day it's just more messed up than the day before. Or you may go a couple days and you may not have any stress at all. But it all depends. Sometimes, yeah, it's just how it is. Um, I don't know. I'm a bit tired tonight. As you guys may see, I shaved my beard off. So I may look a little bit different. I got kind of tired of it. I guess that could be an example of causing something stress. It's beards are difficult to maintain. Um, I'm not saying that it is, but that's just an example. Um, if you feel stressed, um, take a deep breath. Maybe write down what's causing your stress. Maybe you had too much coffee, and maybe that's how it is. Maybe too much coffee can cause stress. I don't know that. Or I know for me it causes anxiety. Um, um, okay, sorry about that, everybody. I'm a little bit kind of just going off topic tonight. Um, Many people with adults with Asperger's appear to have high levels. Most are intelligent. Um, some of us people with Asperger's may have problems with um, uh, multitasking and stuff because the social contact on the job is minimal or highly structured with clear expectations. Some jobs have. Um, some workplaces can be very accommodative. Some aren't as accommodative. Um, Try not to ask too many questions at work, but try not to not ask questions either. Your main thing is to ask questions. Don't cause stress for yourself. Don't cause yourself to get overwhelmed. I mean, if you got 15 different things to do on one day, make a list. Prioritize the tasks for work. Um, the same person may not know how to create and maintain a satisfying life after or out of work. Success for adults in our society, which means success at work. Um, you could try to, I mean, if you have difficulty maintaining or having a good time after work, maybe try to get together with some friends, hang out with some coworkers if you can hang out with coworkers. Hang out with some family members. Um, I almost feel sometimes getting out of the house can actually help you overcome stress. And I will tell you this right here and right now that it's very hard to fit in when you have Asperger's and autism. That's completely normal. Um, in general, even neurotypical people have a hard time fitting in. Um, People with Asperger's may have problems with budgeting and stuff. I'm not the greatest budgeter. I mean, I'm really good at math, but when it comes to spending and stuff, there was one time I spent $400 a month on groceries. So that can cause stress for you or your significant other or your spouse too. So now I'm actually on a budget. So um, I'm going to pause the video for a minute here and put the laptop on the charger. Hold on here. Hello, everyone. I am back here. Um, some people with main thing is structure. If you have a structure and you got routine, that can help you overcome stress too. Um, uh, um, I'm kind of jumping from topic to topic tonight. Anxiety and depression. Stress can cause anxiety and depression. So sometimes trying to fit in or in a comfortable place in America, or it in the world. Also, the Aspergers have to put together a life, and many worry it could all come apart because how precariously it is crafted. We work so hard to try to fit in that can cause stress, which also comes with a very high price tag. In addition to exhaustion mentioned there before, um, there is often a huge overlay of depression and anxiety on top of basic neurological condition. So, like I said, stress can cause anxiety, and anxiety can lead to depression. Um, the repeated trials and failures to make friends, I had problems with that too. Work, live independently, manage your own affairs, and even succeed in therapy are constant reminders, and sometimes it can be scary. Um, and why not be anxious? The world is outside your door is scary. Sometimes things can be scary, stressful, um, overwhelming. Stuff outside of your place can be unpredictable and full of people walking down the same sidewalk you are, walking in the same shoes as you are. Lots of people can have anxiety and stress like you do too. Um, all I can say is try your best to reduce anxiety. Try your best to try some coping mechanisms. What Write it down. What's triggering your anxiety? What's triggering your depression? Depression, you should probably go to a psychiatrist or a psychologist. Um, Sometimes it's lack of light in the winter. That would be seasonal affective disorder. I do not know much about seasonal affective disorder. Um, that's something you'd have to research on your own. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm not here to diagnose anybody. I'm just here to be an advocate for people here with autism and Asperger's. I don't get paid to do this. I I just this is just something I want to do. Advocate for people. If you have a friend that can help you out with something, let's say you need help paying your bills or something, ask a friend or a family member. That can help reduce stress. There's many ways that you can reduce stress. Like, let's say you don't like city driving. Maybe call ask your significant other or your spouse, or ask your brother or your sister to drive you somewhere if driving causes you stress. This is just an example. I know not everybody with Asperger's or autism can drive, and that's okay. Um, there's nothing wrong with that. Um, I can drive, but reality is driving much fun. Yes and no. It can give you more freedom to a certain extent, but not really. Sometimes, I mean, the way gas is going, it's getting expensive to go to Oregon. So, try meeting new people that can help reduce stress. I'm, like I said, I'm not an expert on this. Um, Try talking to people. Um, if anybody has any questions, let me know. Email me. If you like my video tonight, hit subscribe and like it. If you have any questions or comments, comment below. And I hope everybody has a great day and a good night. Thank you for listening to Asperger's Advocacy with Nicholas Ellis. This is Nick signing off.